Hello, Stampin' friends. Today I'm going to do an exploding box card for the Daffodil Delight Color Creations creative blog hop. And it's a lovely little card. I'm doing it for the first time, so you know, I might bumble my way along, but it looks fairly simple, and it will fit in a standard. Well, not as it'll fit in a square envelope, a 16 by 16 centimeter square envelope. It'll fit in there, and you can send it in the mail. It folds flat. My daughter's birthday is coming up soon, so let's get started. Yeah, so as I was saying, my daughter's birthday is coming up soon, and I'm hoping she will enjoy this card. So today we've got Daffodil Delight, which is sort of a yellowy orange, but more of a yellow color. And I'm teaming it up with the Artistry Blooms Designer Series paper, and I've cut some panels in some of those papers. I don't have the full set anymore, but it's got a lot of lovely sort of abstract designs, and I'm just going to use a few of the panels to decorate my box. So you just need an A4 sheet of paper, and then with your stamping trimmer, so I've got a little prototype here, and this is the box, and it'll have flowers coming out of it. So with your stamping trimmer, take your A4 sheet of paper in a landscape and score, not cut, but score at 7, 14, 21, and 28 centimeters. So I'll do that. And so you'll have score marks at 7, 14, 28, 21 and 28. I don't think you can see them there. Anyway, turn them into a portrait. Turn the paper into a portrait orientation, and then score at 7. Score again at 7. And this time put it on 15, and instead of scoring, cut. So you'll have 2 pieces of paper like that. Don't throw this one away. Now take your scissors and cut. So you've got a longer side and a shorter side on either side of the score, because you scored at 7 and 15. So on the shorter side, cut the score lines. Up till the middle score line, and on the short tab end here, cut that away. So you've got a shape like that, and then just cut the score lines. And cut the score line. Okay, now you can fold your box. So just fold all the scores and fold the little tab, and then turn it around and fold just 3 of these down. So don't fold the last one, and that will give you your box shape like that, as you can see. So you just have to stick this down, and there you've got your box shape with your back panel unfolded. If you can see like that. So good idea to use a strong double-sided tape to stick your flap down, and the tear and tape would just be the right thing. It is very strong, and it will hold your card in place so it doesn't fall apart on the mantelpiece. Nothing worse than that, hey? Okay. Yeah, so we're in stage 4 lockdown here in Victoria, and it's always a good thing to do, have some craft going, keep yourself occupied. Yeah. So there you go. Okay, now you can stick your panels in. So these are slightly smaller than the shape of the, I should have stuck this down beforehand, but that's okay, it'll be fine. So these are slightly smaller. So this is, because this is 15 centimeters, it's 14.5 by 6.5 is the measurement. And I just like to use some Tombow because you can move it around. I'm quite messy with my Tombow. It's actually called the multi-purpose liquid glue. I don't know. On the Stampin' Up. Okay, so and you can see, so and so that's the first side, first panel stuck. And then I've got a couple of panels. I haven't cut out paper for all to decorate the whole box, but I'm going to put a panel on these 3 flaps and also on these 3 here. So again, these 3 are measured 6.5 by 6.5, and these are measured 7.5 by 6.5. Yeah, so a little bit more. And I can stick that there. Yeah. And the daisies are really nice too. They look really pretty. And this will be a fun card to give to my daughter. She's turning 15. Sorry, 16. Get the age right. Yeah. Yeah, she'll... Don't know how we'll go with driving lessons this time round. My older one knows how to drive, but yeah, hopefully we can teach the younger one to drive as well. But who knows? Maybe we won't need cars in the future. And so as you can see, that's the card, and it fits into the envelope. There's your square envelope, and it fits in quite nicely. So now I'm going to decorate, put panels on these 3 sides. See which way it looks best up. it's going to rain today, they say. So I didn't put my washing out. So I won't be rushing out halfway through to get it in. Yeah, it's going to rain tomorrow as well. But our dams are quite full now. 70% they said, and this time last year it was 50%, so that's really good. So there's our little box. Now, as you can see in this prototype, it is a good idea to do it as a prototype first on just a piece of scrap paper, because you can see, the mistakes you've made and how you're going to go about it, and, just play around, and you haven't sort of used up your cardstock. But as you can see, I've got two little panels in there out of which the flowers are going to be stuck out of. So as I said, this little piece of paper here that you didn't throw away, we're going to make those little panels out of that. So take the side with the little tab, the side with the 2 centimeter score, and you're going to use that as one side of because you're going to make like a little C shape to tab to stick in the top of the box. So the next score along, which will be 77 centimeters from the first score, cut the paper about 2 centimeters to the other side of it. So you've got a piece of paper like that with 2 score lines about 2 centimeters from either side, and this the score lines, from score line to score line, it should measure about 7 centimeters, and then cut that about 2 centimeter strips. So you've got 2 strips like that, and then you just fold the score lines and pop them in the top of the box like that, right? And you just need to glue them in place. And just from the back you can just glue them in place like that. And second strip, adjacent to the first, and so there you have your little box mechanism. I hope you can see there. Okay, right, so now that's the box looking there. Now you just need your daisies. Now I've made a few daisies here, so as you can see, these have got a bit of a 3D feel to them, and it's really very simple to make daisies. So I've got my Stamparatus foam mat here, and I've got some rough paper. I should have one more daisy somewhere. Oh, it's alright, it's gone. It's not uncommon for that to happen. Things just disappear, as we all know. So I've got my Daisy Lane stamp set, and that coordinates with the punch, the medium daisy punch, and I think it's still available as a bundle, which is 10% off savings. So that's the Daisy Lane, and I'm going to use this daisy here, which is coordinates with the medium daisy punch. There is another daisy punch, it's just called the daisy punch, and that coordinates with this larger daisy here. Right, so So first thing to do is to stamp the image with my Daffodil Delight ink. And there's my punch on my C block. And I stamp the image in a clock face, so the petals are in a clock face position, so that it's easier to punch it out. I think you'll get what I mean in a minute. So 2 daisies per daisy, so each one of these daisies is made with 2 daisies. So that's that. And then so if I had punched it, if I hadn't, I mean, it's just easier to punch them out when they're in a 12 in a clock face, when the petals are facing in a clock face position. So just align your punch and punch out. Now to get the 3D feel, take a daisy and fold the petals up to make your daisies 3D, and then turn them over, and on your foam mat with the edge of your scissors, just roll them. So this is good even for, you know, any card, to give your cards a bit of dimension, to give your daisies a bit of dimension. You can do this. Very simple and very effective. So and then I use a glue dot. So here's my glue dots, mini glue dots. They're really good for this sort of thing, and really easy to use. So you just take your daisy and pop it on the glue dot and just lift it up, and the glue dot is stuck to the back. And so you just, now when you align these 2 daisies together, you just put the petals off center from each other, and you've got your daisy. So I'll do one more. Alright, so I found my other daisy. I'm back and I found my other daisy, and I also made a couple more white daisies, just plain white, just with the punch, and I stamped out another daisy and cut out the center just to make a center for the daisies. Now I just need some, you can use acetate, or I'm using the vellum paper, and that just creates the stalks out of which the daisies are going to sit up in the box. So I'm going to cut some strips out of this, and it's just a bit of scrap paper, scrap vellum paper. And I'll just make my strips 1 centimeter. So there's my strips of vellum paper. Now I'm just going to stick a glue dot onto each of these and stick it to the daisies. And I'm going to bring my box along, and I'm just going to arrange the daisies into the box. And so again, just stick a glue dot where you want it, and stick the box. Now I don't want the flowers to be too tall because they have to fit in the envelope. So I think I'll put some glue dots on the back of the daisies just to hold them in place. I think acetate would have been better for this. And so there is my daisy card. And it folds into, we can just keep the flaps down and put it into an envelope. The message goes on the back here. So I cut out a panel which will measure 6.5 by 14.5, and just write my message and stick it there. So that's how it will be. That's my daisy card, and of course you can decorate it with more leaves and pretty things. You can even have a few butterflies, which is nice. Almost. I'll just have to tweak the daisies a bit. There we go. I might have to put that one in. There you go. All fit in. And you pull it out and you've got a lovely daisy card. There you go. My daisy card. So just quickly, I did add some more to this box. I added a couple of the larger daisies just to fill out the space, and I put in a little another daisy on the side there. So I think it looks a little bit better now. Yeah. All right, and thanks again for watching, and I really did enjoy this making this card, and I hope you give it a go. Thank you. Bye.